Success looks very different for everybody, can be defined in completely different terms, and I think oftentimes success is the standard that we hold for ourselves or the standard that maybe our university holds for their students.
If I were to describe our college students in 3 words, which is very difficult, 3 that come to mind are strong, driven, and open-minded.
I think our program is unique because it's really scholar-centered. Everything that we do it thinking about our scholars and the betterment of our scholars.
You know, through my lived and professional experience, I've seen directly the impact that just having a trusting adult guide you, the impact it has on your journey.
All the in-person events that we host with our Simon Scholars, for example, Fall Retreat, Leadership Symposium, the Scholar Socials, and college tours, like all of that is amazing. And the reason why I say it's so rewarding is because I love seeing how the scholars just bond with each other and form friendships.
I've always known like communicating with people is one of my strongest suits, and it is what fills my cup. And being able to have done it in the past at a high school, now do it here at Simon Scholars, I just know forever that as long as you are doing it with your heart, everything else will follow. And I've been able to just explore so many different avenues in this program, things I love to do, solely based off of just every day doing what I love.
If I had 25 hours in a day, that extra hour would be doing something outside. Something that feels good, fills my body and soul, maybe spending time with my daughter.
I think I'd want to be, have multiple of me's because we're often working. I know a lot of us are one-person departments or working on multiple things at once, so it'd be cool to have multiple of me's to be working on things simultaneously.
I don't think I spend a whole lot of time cooking for my family. I really enjoy cooking, so I would probably use that hour to try out some different recipes and cook and maybe share it with some of the people on our team.
My extra time, wow, I would probably try to get done the things that I say I can't get done. Some of those things go into actually doing recipes that I want to do, because I recently got a stand mixer and I've been having just trouble finding time.
I would honestly spend it watching another show with my husband and with Simba.
Something that most people don't know about me that surprises most people is my favorite type of music is very heavy metal. So I think just because I'm the buttoned up executive guy, you wouldn't think that, but ever since I was a teenager, I've just been a big metalhead, and it usually surprises people.
I love karaoke, my favorite go-to. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan, so I would say either Pretty Young Thing or Shake Your Body Down from the Jacksons.
Okay, I'm gonna take you back to 1988. Okay, it's called Joy and Pain by Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. First 20 seconds are very motivating, so that's my song.
I have a huge sweet tooth. So if you guys ever bring any cookies, cupcakes, anything like that, I know donuts over there too in the background, trying not to look at them. I absolutely love sweets. I have a huge sweet tooth.
My favorite snack here has to be a half and half combination of our chocolate almonds and our pistachios. I think our team does a great job of not only staffing our food section, but we're such big foodies, so it's always nice to have good snacks. So I love the chocolate covered almonds.
I would say, I think when you first meet me, you think introvert, very calm, very quiet, collected. But I think once you meet me and get to know me more and get more comfortable, I'm a very sassy person, I would say.
My role is to design our systems where we are collecting data, collecting applications, collecting fund requests, and just to make workflows and systems easier and more streamlined and smoother for everyone in the organization.
The superpower I would love to have is the ability to motivate my scholars, or anybody for that matter.
So the superpower to make my life easier here at work would be to read students' minds only when it comes to our program. I don't want to know everything else.
Some advice I'd give my younger self is to reach out and ask more questions to people that have gone through a journey you are scared to go into or have already gone through. And just to listen and take from them what you need in the moment.
It's probably something most people say, but just don't sweat it. Just know who you are and go with it. Don't doubt it. You already know, even at a young age, you really truly do, like the core, know who you are. Don't hide it. Just own it and go through life confident.
Not being afraid to, take the chances, and as much advice that I was open to giving others, I wish I was able to receive that and take that advice myself. And being there to always listen to others, I wish I was more open and listening to myself rather than always giving other people advice.
I would encourage my younger self to really go out there, be brave.
I think I would tell my younger self that it's okay to ask for help. I feel like that is something I continue to struggle with sometimes, and asking for help is not a sign of weakness. I think it is something that is powerful.
Yeah, if I were to give advice to my younger self, I would really lean into just being okay with being uncomfortable. I think over the past several years, just working in roles when working and supporting students, what I tend to see is a lot of hesitation and a lot of just uncertainty within their thoughts or within their mindset. And really what's helped me grow is being able to move past all that, being able to be comfortable with the uncomfortable.
I think I would just tell myself to like really lean into like not being afraid to do things that I might fail at. I think I was really kind of a shy kid, and I didn't really push myself to like do things that I was really scared of. And I think that, I could have had probably a lot of like formative experiences had I told myself it's okay to like fail, it's okay to be and sit in that discomfort, because you're gonna grow and learn something from that.
I would tell myself that going down different pathways in your career is okay, because it adds to who you are and makes you a more well-rounded person.
Definitely work harder, it pays off. I slacked a little bit when I was in high school, but I wish I would have just joined more programs like Simon Scholars.
The advice that I would give my teenage self is honestly, don't compare yourself to others, right? No one's path is linear.
Our office, if we had a theme song, I definitely think it should be Downtown by Petula, I think is her name. So fun fact, we have little buttons in where we have like lunch, and we call it Downtown, and she sings like, oh downtown. I won't sing it because I sing too good. No, just like but yeah, every time like we're like, oh, where are we meeting? Downtown. And it's like automatically that song comes to my head. There's other songs, but I feel like that's the one that resonates the most with me.
I think we have several different shows going on in the office. I think one of them being like Friends, one of them being The Office, one of them being Cheers. But I think we're all, at the end of the day, very open to being together during lunch. It's amazing to just see us all there. So I think the one that did stand out to me, the one that I did give really much thought into, was The Office. And like Andy would be like our Michael Scott with all the dad jokes that he gives and says like at the most random times. And we all just really get along, and we just have a really good rapport, and just the comfort level, is there.
The silliest non-work related goal is to win the lottery and not work another day in my life. It's a dream. I hope it's reality one day, but we'll see,
If I could switch jobs with a fictional character, it would be Garfield. Because he kind of doesn't have a job, he just eats lasagna and naps. And sometimes, especially on the weekends, that's kind of the mode I feel like I want to be in.
I'm first gen myself, so it really means something when you're working with students that you can resonate with. Don't be afraid for the doors that are going to close on you, and don't give up just because you thought you had like a linear path and then it didn't become what you thought it was going to be. So when a door opens up, it's meant to be, and you never know. Like, you can fall in love with what you are doing even though that's not what you intended to do in the first place.
Well, for me, I'm a first generation college student. I'm a community college transfer. I worked full time when I was in college.
Thinking about like what they've been through and what they've gone through, like it makes me think about like what I used to do and what I used to be, and it's nice to work with them because it makes me think about just kind of like where I was at when I was in their shoes, and I remember not having, you know, all the resources that I needed to transition into college. So when I think about like Simon Scholars and just working with high school and college age students, I think that's really like my calling because I feel like I relate to them a lot.
For my family, I don't think they really understand what it means to get a doctorate. I know their first reaction was, oh, you're gonna go back to school again. But I think that, you know, they're excited, they're proud. I'm the first one. For me, it's just being able to close this chapter of education. I get to be a doctor and I get to showcase that, oh no. I get to showcase that it's possible. You know, no one else has been able to do it in my family, and I get to have this accomplishment for me and all of them. And now it's almost like it almost becomes an expectation for the next generation. Like, they don't have a barrier to become doctors themselves. And so I think that's, for me, the biggest thing that no one else in my family can say they can't do it, because I did it.
And so that's what I hope our students see, is that somebody like them is now sitting at the top of our organization and is more proud than, you know, anybody could imagine, you know.